here we go. We are getting ready to do lesson 1.10. We are subtracting. Yes, here we go. This is the way that we know how to subtract. This is the way we are most comfortable with. This lesson should go very well today, okay? We're going to use place value to subtract. Our learning objective is you will use place value to subtract 3-digit numbers, okay? So here we go. Here is our problem. Ava sold 473 tickets for the school play. Kim sold 294 tickets. How many more tickets did Ava sell than Kim? Okay, first thing, I hope you noticed this. How many more? How many more? That tells you that you are ultimately going to subtract. Yes. So let's look at this. I'm not going to, don't look at this because we're not going to estimate right now. Okay, you're going to take 473 and you are going to subtract 294. Yes, you are absolutely right. You put the bigger number on top. When you subtract, the bigger number goes on top. If I have 295 cookies or 294 cookies, you cannot take 473 away from me. You have to put the bigger number on top when you subtract. Okay, when you do it, line up your ones, your tens, and your hundreds. So 3 minus 4. Oh, you better say, yeah, I can't do it, Mrs. King, because that's exactly right. There is a bigger bottom number. Okay, if I have 3 cookies, you cannot take 4 away from me. So what we have to do, we have to go to our neighbor. Our neighbor is the tens. Hey, neighbor, I need to take 10 from you. I know you have 7 tens, so will you give me one of your tens? Sure. So he now has 6 tens, and now I go from 3 and add 10 more. I get 13. That was very nice of them. Here we go. 13 minus 4. I can do that now. So 13 minus 4 is 9. 6 minus 9. Ugh, I can't do it now. So I have to go to my neighbor. Hey, neighbor, I need to borrow from you. Okay, you can have one of mine. Here we go. So now it is 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9, I can do that, is 7. And then 3 minus 2, I can do that, so I have 179. They had 179 more tickets. Okay, here we go. Sorry. All right, I am not going to worry about the estimates right now because it was doing compatible numbers, and we're not doing compatible numbers. We're skipping by it, so there we go. All right, let's go to the next page. Trying to get used to this. Here we go. It's exactly what we're doing, except now we are going across zeros. If you can do this, I know you can. You're awesome. So let's work through this. I'm not going to do the estimate right now because they did a compatible number, and I'm not going to do it. Okay. So we have 890 minus 765. Okay? Now, they've already done this. We're going to subtract the ones right here, step 1. We're going to subtract the ones. Always start with the ones. Start with the one that is on the right-hand side. Okay? So 0 minus 5. You can't do it. If I don't have any cookies, you can't take 5 from me. So I'm going to go borrow a 10 from my neighbor. And he says, I have 9 tens, so I'll give you 1. So now I have 8 tens, and I give you 1 of my 10s. So I go from 0 to 10. Easy peasy, right? Good. So 10 minus 5 is now 5. We've subtracted the 10s. Now we're going our 1s. Now we're going to the 10s. 8 minus 6. We can do that. It is 2. Now we're over here. Okay. So now we're going to just do 8 minus 7, which is 1. So you know what? We're going to check our answer. You're like, what? What you're going to do, you're going to go backwards And when you go backwards, you're going to do the opposite operation than what you've done. So if I subtracted, the opposite of subtraction is addition. So 125 plus, oh, I'm going to move that, 125 plus 765. You see how when you go up, you go the opposite operation. Now let's add it together. 5 plus 5 is 0. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And then 7 plus 1 is 8. Is this the same number that we started with up here? Yes. That means you got the correct answer. Okay? That's a wonderful way to check to see if you got the answer correct. Love it. So let's go to the next. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's go to the next problem. Okay. Here we go. Let's just work through them. I know it says circle the problem which you need to regroup, but we're just going to do it. Okay? 4 minus 3. Hey, I can do that. There's not a big or bottom number, so we're going to just subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. Don't have to borrow. 8 minus 5 is 3. Did we have to regroup in any way, shape, or form? No, we didn't. So let's look at this one. B. 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. Did you have to regroup in any way? No, there's no big or bottom borrow in either one of those. Let's try the next one. 8 minus 7. Nope, I can do that. There's not a big or bottom. Okay, how about 1 minus 2? Whoa, there it is. There's our bigger bottom number. So now we have to go borrow from our neighbor. So 11 minus 2 is, 9. And then 8 minus 4 is 4. So which one did we have to regroup in? C. Okay? All right. Share and show. Now it says to estimate. We can do that because we're good. I do not want you using compatible numbers. If it's 3-digit numbers, just use hundreds. If it's 2-digit numbers, just use tens to the nearest 10. So 627, what is that rounded to? Well, the nearest 100 would be 600. 384, what is the nearest 100? Well, I have 300, but the 84 is above 50. So I'm going to round up. So it's 600 minus 400, which would be 200. Okay. So now we're going to actually do the problem. Okay, 627 minus 384. We're going to find the difference. 7 minus 4 is 3. 2 minus 8, you better not tell me it's 6. You better say, can't do that, Mrs. Keith, you have to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from my neighbor. 12 minus 8 is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. 243. Well, let's check. Let's check our answer, okay? So if I did that, remember I'm going to put my answer at the top. We're going to go backwards. We're going to go up now instead of down. So 243 plus 384, because when you're going backwards, you're going to do the opposite operation. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 8 is 12. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Did we have the same beginning number? Yes! Is my answer to this one the same as the beginning number? Yes. So your answer of 243 for your difference is correct. Okay, let's go to the next page. Did I get all that done? Let me try. Let me see. Okay, we did. Okay, let's go to the next page. Estimate or find the difference. Ladies and gentlemen, in an effort to save time, we're not going to estimate right now. Okay, we're just going to subtract. 6 minus 3 is 3. 8 minus 2 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. 263. Did we have to regroup? No. Let's look at the next one. 9 minus 5 is 4. 1 minus 0 is 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. Did we have to regroup? No. Okay, let's go look at the next one. 6 minus 7. Don't you dare tell me it's 1. You're exactly right. We have to borrow. There is a bigger bottom number we need to borrow. So we're taking one of those 10s. So 16 minus 7 is 9. I can do that now. 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, we did have to regroup in that one. 2 minus 9. Nope, bigger bottom borrow. So go over here. We change it. Do ones first before you move on. Go do the ones first. So now we have 12 minus 9. That is 3. Now we can move to the 10s. And it's 3 10s minus 5 10s. Can't do it. So we're going to go borrow. Okay. Now it's 13 minus 5, which is 8. Then I have 5 minus 1, which is 4. I have a problem every year of somebody who will try to regroup first everything, and then they'll subtract. Don't do that. Do the ones, take care of the ones first, then take care of your 10s, then take care of your hundreds. Okay? All right. Let's go down. All right, on your own. Darius has 127 photos. Jillian has 467 photos. How many more photos does Jillian have than Darius? Okay, let's look at that. That means we're going to subtract when you see those 3 words together. How many more? You're going to subtract. Now, why can't I do 127 minus 467? You're right. You have to put the bigger number on top because you have to have the bigger number to take away from. So 467 minus 127. So 7 minus 7 is 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So 340 more photos. Okay? You see what we're doing? Beth, Dan, and Yoshi collect stamps. Beth has 157 stamps. Dan has 265 stamps. Yoshi has 79 fewer stamps than Beth and Dan do combined. Oh my word! How many stamps does Yoshi have? Wow! We have to put our thinking caps on for that one. So we're trying to find out how many stamps does Yoshi have. Well, Yoshi has 79 fewer stamps than Beth and Dan do combined. Well, Mrs. Keith, there's fewer and there's combined. That means I need to subtract and I need to add. Well, let's look here. Yoshi has 79 fewer stamps than Beth and Dan do combined. Let's think about that. Don't we need to figure out how many Beth and Dan have first before we can take away Yoshi's fewer stamps? I think you're right. So let's do this. Beth has 157 stamps. Dan has 265 stamps. And it says combined. So what are we going to do? We're going to add those two because we want to see how many they have together. So 5 plus 7 is 12. 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 1 is 12. 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. Together, Beth and Dan have 422 stamps. But we're not done because now we know how many Beth and Dan have together, but now we have to figure out Yoshi's. So we have Beth and Dan that has 422, and then we're going to subtract out Yoshi's. Okay? Because it says fewer, so we had to subtract. So 2 minus 9 Can't do it. So I borrow. So 12 minus 3, or sorry, I do that all the time. 12 minus 9 is 3. 1 minus 7. Can't do it. We're going to borrow. So it's 11 minus 7, which is 4. And then 3. Okay, so Yoshi has 343 stamps. Okay, good for Yoshi. All right, my dear friends, this is what we're going to do. We're going to find the unknown number. How in the world am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? 86 minus what is 62? Well, you know what? I know this is the biggest number. Okay, when you subtract, your bigger number is going to be on the top. So I don't want to add these because then we would get a bigger number. We're going to have to subtract, aren't we? 86 minus 62 is 6 minus 2 is 4. 8 minus 6 is 2. So if I put 24 in here, will it work? 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 2 is 6. Yes, it works. So let's try this. Mrs. Keith, not sure what's going on here. Well, when we subtract, the bigger number is always on top. You can't add these two numbers because then it would be 572 plus 240. That bigger number would be in the second, would be here, and you can't do that. So we have to subtract these numbers. So 372 minus 240. 132. Let's see if that works. 2 minus 2 is 0. 7 minus 3 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay? It works. I promise you. Okay? I want you to try this one on your own. Okay. Actually, try both of them on your own. Just to make sure. Let's go to the next page. Now, we'll only do a couple of these. Alicia sold 59 fewer tickets than Jenna and Matt sold together. How many tickets did Alicia sell? That was just like the stamps problem. You have to figure out how many Jenna and Matt sold together first before you can take away what Alicia sold. So let's look here. Jenna and Matt. Let me move this. God, there it is. Okay, Jenna sold. Okay, Jenna sold 282. And Matt sold 178. And it said together. We have to see how much they did combined. So 2 plus 8 is 10. 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 1 is 16. 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. Jenna and Matt together sold 460 tickets. Now, Alicia sold 59 fewer tickets than the other two did combined. So we take the 460, it's fewer, so we're going to subtract. Okay? So let's look at this. If you look at it, you can tell it's going to be 401. But we're going to go through it. 0 minus 9, can't do it. We're going to be bigger about a borrow. 10 minus 9 is 1. 5 minus 5 is 0, and then 4. So Alicia sold 401 tickets. Oh, label, 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 on your table, table, table. You will like it, like it, like it, because I said so. Okay? All right, good job. Okay, we're just going to stop there, and I will put on the homework too. If you have any problems, ask me. Thank you.